Good afternoon, folks. I'm your host, Jim Lettuce, and today I'm joined with...
Jesse Pennington.
And James McIntosh.
And this is the Temporary Space Show. What the fuck, Jesse? I'm just kidding. That wasn't that bad.
Oh, my bad.
You can hear the desk, but it's okay. We're just going to roll with it. On this show, we only care about two things, technology and entertainment, and how these two industries affect each other. You can watch all new episodes of the show on our official network channel. You can also download the podcast version of it from Mixcloud. Just go to temporaryspace.net. As usual, I'll go over a list of topics based on articles I find on the internet, and I will touch on the industry trends that I see, and I'll make predictions based on those trends. So usually we have some kind of guest. Oh shit, see, there we go.
Nice.
So usually we have some kind of guest, but today we're just having two people. There's not really a guest section. We're just gonna bullshit and run with it. I think it's gonna be good. So get ready for a good show. This is episode 5. Stay tuned.
Look at that haircut. Character from the game or something.
All right, and we're back. Welcome to the show. This is the Temporary Space Show, episode 5. Now let's get right into it. One of the things we talk about is entertainment, not just technology. I like how they both kind of affect each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially nowadays when a lot of the stuff we watch our entertainment on is technology. So let's talk about this America's Got Talent and like American Idol. Do y'all watch those kind of shows?
Nah. My
No?
wife's family does.
Yeah?
That's not my style.
I remember watching American Idol a little bit when it started, like the first season or something.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it a long time ago because
Yeah.
there was a kid from my high school that was on it.
It's like expanded. It's like this whole genre of television now. In
Yeah.
other countries, they do the same thing.
Oh, they do the same. They do it.
Yeah.
They do that shit in South Korea. My wife was watching some last night.
Right?
I have seen some like pretty cool highlights actually. Like people post stuff on Facebook of like there's that bartender and he's just a really good bartender, like flinging drinks in the air and like stacking like drinks and like
Cool.
that's cool. That's pretty cool.
I mean, it's definitely watchable, but it's weird how like it's like karaoke, especially the singing ones. It's just like televised karaoke on like a major scale, and you know how they like dramatize the contestants. I just think it's weird.
Yeah.
And it used to be that people that needed money and were kind of washed out did these shows, but they get like multi-million-dollar contracts for like one season.
Oh yeah. Now it's like there's some
It's like
serious
a-
competition to be like
Yeah.
a host on one of these shows. Yeah.
And so Tyra Banks, she's like, you know, on her way to becoming like the next mogul of entertainment. And so the fact that she got it kind of gives it more credibility. So I don't know, I guess just wanted to talk about it. I forgot my timer. Hold on.
Amateur mistake.
Well, anyways, have you ever seen that video of Tyra Banks? It's on YouTube. Where like, because she has a talk show called like the Tyra Banks Show, and she was doing like the Oprah thing where everybody wins a free car or something. But she doesn't have Oprah money,
No.
so she gave like Vaseline to everyone.
What?
And it's like this famous video on the internet where she like freaks out and she's like, "Ah, Vaseline!" It's really weird. You should look it up.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
It's something.
Get your Vaseline. Got that Oprah voice.
Right? That's kind of how she said it. It was like weird.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Oprah retired or something, didn't she?
did she? Did she
Or
really
she
retire?
stopped. She stopped doing her show, I think.
Oh,
I could be wrong. I don't know this stuff.
Oprah has her own network.
Yeah.
Like her own channel.
It's like multiple channels. It's called like the Oprah Network or something. I remember when she started it like 5 or 10 years ago.
Dang.
That's that real money. Alright, let's move on. This one's kind of boring. None of us really watch those kind of shows, so.
Sorry, Tyra.
Yeah.
Alright, let's
don't
talk
know
about
what
Final
is it.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Always okay for that.
Right? The second link is actually just a video. It's a DLC for. I guess it's a DLC, right? For Final Fantasy.
Yeah, it's part of like the season pass. It's like extra like character stories. I know they have one for Gladio and
Oh, cool.
I forget the other guy's name.
Do you have to pay money for that season pass?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, of course you do.
Weak.
I'm glad
Yeah,
you
of
brought
course
that
you
up. That's a big deal. Like, do y'all pay for them?
Yeah.
Because I do.
I do for games I really like, but I'm kind of I mean, the general trend of like video games nowadays is we're gonna sell you half a game and then sell you the other half a game in
Yes.
pieces. So you end up spending like $200 on a game that should
Yeah.
like 5-10 years ago would have been $60 or $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all for supporting them because
I
they make some
spend,
badass games, but
I spend money on Dota, which is cool because that's a free-to-play game.
yeah,
So all the money that I spend on it, I just choose to.
yeah.
What is the money for Dota though? Is it like
For like characters and
cosmetic upgrades?
No,
or
all the
what?
characters are there. It's pretty balanced. Like you can play all the characters, and
Okay.
you can't spend any money that'll make you better in the game. It's pretty much all cosmetic stuff.
Okay.
But they have like a huge market for it.
like badass skins. and
That's
stuff.
where they make a lot of their money. Like, wow.
Yeah, and like the tournaments have these things called compendiums that you can buy for like $7 or whatever,
Uh-huh.
and they gives you a bunch of like quests and stuff to unlock items, and like part of that money goes to the prize pool for the current tournament, which is pretty neat.
Shit.
Those pro players walk away like if you win, you get a couple $1 million.
Damn.
In
It's
like real money
insane, real
or game
Bitcoins.
money.
Monopoly money.
You get Bitcoin.
I don't know.
No,
'cause-
it's real. It's real money.
Okay.
Damn.
USD.
Wow. Maybe I'm in the wrong business. We should all,
Get
oh,
good
shit.
at Dota.
We should all become like a gamer team.
Yeah, I don't think I can beat those guys.
Yeah.
You have to be
I've been
like
playing Dota for like 9 years, and they're insane.
when they do the crazy clicks like
Yeah.
high speed.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool. There's a lot of big controversy in big league gaming too. Like it's such a big deal. There was a bunch of gambling, and a bunch of people got busted like
yeah.
a year ago or 6 months ago.
Like StarCraft.
Yeah, it was like
Players and
these
stuff.
like number one Korean teams and stuff.
Yeah.
Would y'all ever watch that?
I have.
Like you've watched a live tournament?
I
of a
watched the
game?
live tournament.
I've watched many Dota tournaments.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
Dota and League of Legends. I've watched, and then not StarCraft as much. I just feel like that's boring.
MOBAs are fun.
Yeah,
Did you have to pay or was it free?
no, it's free. They just
Would
stream,
you
they
pay?
stream on like YouTube. I wouldn't pay to watch. No,
You wouldn't pay them a fee for a membership or anything, or like a one-time fee.
nah. I'd rather play a game
Yeah.
Okay,
than watch.
interesting. Because that's a big business right there. Like just the spectator part of
They-
big league
like
gaming.
paying for a ticket to watch.
Yeah, like
a
people
show or
go
something.
watch it live and they have the big screens. It's like a
Yeah.
boxing match or something.
It's not-
I would like if I got the chance to go to like a Dota, like so every year they have the international, which is like the biggest prize pool video game tournament
Yeah,
right now.
awesome.
If I got the chance to go for like two or 3 days
For
and
sure.
like watch those games
Yeah,
live,
man.
it'd be fun.
I'd do that. Yeah, I'd go in person. I wouldn't. I don't know if I'd.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not the same. It's not quite as. It's like watching sports at home. Like I,
Yeah,
I, can
I know
never
what you
get.
mean.
Never been able to get into watching football or
Yeah.
anything at home.
Or hockey.
I just never know what the fuck's going on in hockey, man.
You can't see the
You
puck.
can't see the fucking puck on the
Apparently, you're
TV.
supposed to like look at the players.
Yeah,
Or something.
but they all look like they're doing shit. I don't know what's
Yeah.
going on.
But yeah, being a goalie for hockey would be so stressful.
Oh my god. No, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, dude. You can get your throat cut open. Did you ever see that video?
No.
There's a guy. It happened. It was like in the late '90s, and the guy slid into the goal or whatever or something, and it was like
Skate, yeah.
spraying.
I could see it. Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh my
Damn.
god, what do we do?
Did
He's
he
gonna
die?
die." No, he didn't die. He was okay.
That's crazy.
But they interviewed him. He's like, "Man, I thought I was gonna die in the ice, man."
yeah.
Because there was like it was like families watching,
Yeah.
and so the owners or whatever were like, "Ah,
Fuck.
this is horrible press."
That's nuts.
All right, so We talked a little bit about Final Fantasy last time.
Yeah.
Did y'all see the new Battlefront trailer?
Oh.
Which one is Battlefront?
Star
The
Wars
Star Wars
Battlefront.
one? Yeah, they added like the newer characters.
Yeah, there's gonna be a campaign, and there's gonna be
Good.
no season pass or whatever.
No shit.
Okay.
It's gonna be awesome.
That's the reason
I'm
I didn't buy
excited.
the first Battlefront.
Yeah,
was 'cause
those
it
are the
wasn't
two
a
things that
campaign.
suck about the one
Yeah.
that I have.
Wait,
First one.
so
I
is
need a
there
story.
is there co-op on that?
And the story, I don't know.
I don't know if
There
that's a
might
co-op
be.
type
It'd be
game,
interesting.
It could
Because
be.
it's all.
Because
it's
we
all
need to
just, like,
find a
piloting
co-op
ships,
game to like stream. That's what we need to do.
Yeah.
Go play some Mario Party.
Oh god,
Stream that
I hate
shit.
those
I
games.
love Mario
I
Party.
hate Mario Party.
Mario Party,
have
Mario
to be really
Kart,
drunk.
Smash Bros.
Yeah, don't drink
I'll
and
play
drive.
Smash Bros over Mario Party.
I love, yeah.
I'll play
Some
any
Smash
any
Bros.
Mario game. I'm all over it.
I'll just be Marth and just keep countering. Everybody
Yeah.
hates me.
Y'all played the newest one?
The I
I've
forget what
lost
it's
track.
called. Super Smash Bros. Brawl.
No, that's an older one.
The Wii.
There's a newer
no,
one?
there's
No,
one.
there's a new
oh,
one that came out like 2
for
years
the
ago.
for the Wii U. Yeah, I can't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
what it's
And it's called like Smash Bros. End Zone or something.
Didn't play that one.
No, I played that one. It's pretty fun.
'cause I-
They're getting crazy though.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
thought. I liked it, but it's like, I can't tell what's going on anymore. There's like 30 characters on the screen
Yeah.
now.
It's like no one I know has Nintendo stuff.
Exactly.
You know.
I haven't felt or wanted to buy a Nintendo console
Yeah, they're
since
they're
like,
like
before the Wii, and now with the
secluding
Switch.
themselves.
Well, now with the Switch, and especially with like Zelda coming out, I'm like, oh shit, I need a Switch now.
Yeah, Breath of the Wild
The
looks
Switch
fun.
outsold
Oh yeah,
like everything.
Nintendo always has that problem though. The same thing happened with the Wii. I don't know if it happened with the Wii U because everybody was like, "Oh, the Wii was so shitty. We don't."
I didn't even know it came out.
Yeah,
I was like, wait, what?
I knew the
Nintendo-
Switch came out because I was looking forward to the Zelda game, but
You don't have it yet, though, right?
no, I don't have it yet. I don't have money. And
We'll have to talk about that when someone plays it.
yeah, I've played it. I've seen it.
Oh, you've played for a
Yeah,
little bit?
man, I was at that LAN party two
Oh,
weekends
okay.
ago, and a couple of guys were playing it on the
Cool.
on their. Everybody brought their own TVs,
But we can't really stream it. Nintendo is notorious for being super against
Well,
live
they
streamers.
they have not joined this century of like playing online games. Like
Yeah.
their online system is so like backwards. It's like they're still trying to use like link cables almost. Like,
Yeah, it's very
really
out of date.
very very out of date. Like you can't. A couple of my friends were trying to like even just add each other as friends, and they couldn't figure it out because
Yeah,
it's
it
just
was very
so
confusing.
like broken. I don't know. I'll be
Yeah.
interested to see if they ever fix that, but I don't.
I don't know if they care. They're all trying to be different, but it seems to be working. They're making so much money, so.
Oh yeah.
I read somewhere that I can't remember. I wish I could remember the exact story, but it was really interesting. It was about someone suggesting something to the Nintendo CEOs or whatever. This is back in like PlayStation 1 or something, like
Yeah.
to do it like PlayStation or something, and then the Nintendo guys responded by saying that Sony doesn't know how to make a game system. And like, fast forward to now.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever you
Oh,
say.
Well, and Nintendo's been dealing with so much flack over the Switch because there are like so many like, problems with it, and they've
Yeah. Like it scrapes the screen when you put it in the
it
dock.
scrapes the screen. There have been cases of like the system actually like warping when it's in the dock, kind of like
Oh.
remember like the iPhone used to like
Yeah.
like
It would
melt
bend a little.
partially and like bend. Like the same thing's happening with some of the Switch. I don't know how like widespread of a problem it is, but it's
Man.
and like they're doing next to nothing to resolve these issues with
Yeah,
their
the
customers.
customer service I've heard like trying to get
It's
it fixed is such a
terrible.
pain.
Yeah, so that's why I'm waiting, because I always make the mistake of buying a system like less than a year after it's out, but like buying a new system and then like literally the next month they come out with like the slim version, which is way
Yeah.
better. Like literally
Yeah.
PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, like all of those. I bought them like a
does
month.
Nintendo do that?
They come out with. I mean, they came out with like the 3DS and then the 3DS XL.
But
and
for the big
3DS
systems
Lite.
though, like
They did have a different
they came out
like
with different.
type of Wii. I know that.
But wasn't that like a one-off? They haven't
Yeah, I
done
don't know.
Well, no,
I'm
I guess you
hoping.
could say Nintendo and Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
That counts, right?
Maybe I'm just hoping for
Yeah.
the next batch where they fix all of these problems.
Yeah, you're waiting for that like 6 months later.
Yeah, when
Because
everything's
the better processor is
everything's
fixed or whatever.
Yeah, they figured it all out. It's all
Yeah,
there
dude.
now.
I feel the same way.
Plus, I'm broke anyway, so I don't have money for it. But
Yeah, these things are. Well, the Wii's cheaper. How much is it? Do y'all know?
the Switch is
Or
the Switch goes for $300, but because it's like out of stock everywhere, people
Yeah.
are selling it for like $500 online.
Damn.
Yeah, so that's another reason I'm not buying one right now.
And then like, there's controversy that the specs, like the game runs better when it's unplugged than
Yeah.
when it's docked.
Oh, I would use it unplugged all the time anyway.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's
I haven't even seen it. Like, I don't know. Like when you guys say docked and undocked, I don't know. I haven't
It's
done my
like-
research on the Switch, so
Well,
I
the
don't even
whole
know how
point
it
of the
works.
Switch
This one
was
was like
that
you
it's
can,
a
like-
handheld and a traditional console, and there's like a dock, and it turns on its TV like a normal Xbox or something, right? But it's like a tablet, and so when you leave and you're in the commercial, like people talk a lot of shit. It's like these well-off hipsters on like a roof party at a loft, and they like brought the Switch and they're like playing games at a party, and you can like take it on the go, and it's a console, right?
Yeah. There was a
Interesting.
meme that I saw with it, like, because one of the girls, like, a girl comes to, like, the rooftop party, and she's the one that brings, like, the Switch.
Yeah.
And the meme is just like, oh, great, Karen brought her fucking Switch again.
Bring it to a party. And then you're supposed to use the little tiny controllers for like 4 people. And
Yeah.
everybody hates them because they're super tiny.
Yeah, I forget what they're called, but
Yeah, they have a weird name, like the boomerang or something.
damn. Yeah, I can't remember, but I would almost exclusively play it in, like, the handheld
Yeah,
mode.
they have a pro controller that you can buy, but it's like 60. It's like, you know, the classic one they had before,
Yeah.
but now it's $60.
Yeah, it's where they make their money, though, man.
Yeah, those peripherals. All right, let's go on to the next one.
For sure.
I don't know. I was gonna talk more about phones. I think on maybe the first episode of this podcast, the second, we talked about phones having like multiple cameras, more than just front and the back. And I just want to say that I called it. That's a trend. A lot more phones are doing it now.
I don't know if that was us.
No, it was before you. It was like
Okay.
y'all came on episode 4, but I want to talk about that. What kind of phones do you have? You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
You have iPhone?
Yeah.
Oh, so I'm the only asshole with Android. Right here, huh?
What a douche.
I don't know if Apple is cool enough to do,
Join the cult.
or they're
it's
too
not.
cool to
Yeah.
do 2 cameras.
We have 2 cameras, like a front and a
Well,
back.
well, I mean, like I was saying, the trend is they'll have like 2 back-facing cameras, and
Why?
I've even seen some that have 2 front-facing because like they'll have one that's widescreen and one that's normal, and so you can cut back and
I feel like
forth.
that's just more shit
One
that
for the
could break.
NSA.
Yeah, but they're more going for like vloggers and just like so many people film anything on their phone nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's becoming like they're trying to accommodate that now.
I don't know. If it was me, I'd stay away from that because that's just more shit that could possibly break in your super
Oh,
fragile
yeah?
new phone.
Well, I have Android. It's not fragile. That's an Apple problem. Oh,
Oh.
We got that sapphire glass or
low.
whatever it is, so
is that why
it
like
doesn't break.
Is that why like every like 3rd iPhone I see has like spider webs all over it?
That's never happened
My
to
wife
me.
and my brother both broke their screens like within days of each
Oh.
other.
Oops.
It's because they don't use cases though.
Is that what it is? Because like this one, I had another one of the same model before I had a case
Yeah.
and it broke one time.
I have like a heavy duty, like I took this thing out into the
Gnarly.
field when I did my geology, and this screen's still not broken. I dropped this shit on like rocks and like
Nice.
on mountainsides.
Minerals.
And it did, yeah, and that shit didn't
Minerals.
break.
Minerals.
It will
Yeah.
survive minerals by now.
Yeah, that's why I keep mine in the case.
Phone dead.
Expensive piece of hardware.
So y'all are Apple for life.
Nah, I switch. Like literally every other phone I get, I go.
Oh,
back
you
and
go
forth.
back and forth?
Yeah, because
How-
every time I get one, the other stuff that I liked. Like, so I have my iPhone now, and I miss all of the customizability with the Android. I miss being able to download fucking ROMs and playing Game Boy on my phone.
Well, what do you miss
Oh, you can
when
do that on
you?
Android?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can do
that's
anything
cool.
on Android.
It's like a computer, a PC.
Interesting.
But what do you miss about Apple when you switch?
Apple just has better, like
Interface.
no, well, I guess, but better like phone, like made for phone games. Like, I don't know, they just have like a larger,
Yeah.
larger pool of like app games and stuff, and I don't know.
Okay. Interesting.
I
'Cause
definitely-
I'm thinking about switching. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, like it's just easier.
Plus, you get Siri, and you can choose what accent she has.
Oh, I turned that
okay?
bitch
Well, I mean, every
Australian female.
Nope, I
dude,
don't.
every
I don't
computer
want
system
Siri
and
talking to
phone
me. I
has
turn
a
her off.
servant.
Yeah, I know. I assumed.
But Siri is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Nah.
No, she's fine.
I don't use her. I turn it.
Siri, she fine. Yeah, when's the visual representation of Siri coming?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Microsoft has
Google-
Cortana
Yeah,
from Halo,
right.
and they already have a
That's cool as
physical.
hell. Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm waiting for like the 3D hologram in your
Yeah,
apartment.
like Star Wars style holograms.
Yeah.
It just like opens up and it's like, what can I do for you today?
I really want Siri
guess.
to be like a monster or something, like something that nobody expects. Like she's got such a like calm, like soothing voice. I want her to be like really fucked up looking.
Maybe you
Scare
can
everybody.
choose that.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, like a different
Thank
Siri
you.
skin.
Yeah. That's more money for Apple right there.
They can make a
Yeah.
they can make a phone game where you customize how the hologram looks.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Boom.
Well, they'll probably do that for sure.
Yeah. Are you listening, Apple? Because we just made you billions.
They are. They were talking about like those Google or Alexa. It's like a thing.
Yeah, the Echo Dot and the
Yeah,
Echo.
yeah.
Yeah, I have the Echo Dot.
Well, like Burger
of
King
terrifying,
did a
though.
commercial. And the people, they make jokes. They go, "Okay, Google, buy birthday cake," and like people do it on podcasts and stuff, and like, and it'll like it sets to auto order stuff on Amazon, and then Burger King ran an ad that did that. That said like, buy Burger King or something, and it happened, and a bunch of people got upset, and so they had to like. What I'm getting at is like they turned on a thing
Oh, like
where like their
TV.
ad won't trigger it,
yeah.
and so the people freaked out because they're like, wait a minute, you mean your Alexa thing is listening and it has such high quality, it can tell the difference between humans and a TV, and it's always recording,
It is.
and it's saving it somewhere.
It's terrifying.
It's very
we have
Orwellian.
ours. We have ours in our bedroom, and it's a little
Really?
scary at times. Yeah.
Dang,
She just like
man.
wakes up for no reason, cause it like listens constantly. Like
That's so creepy.
that's how I set my alarm though, cause I'm too lazy to go on my phones. I'm just like, hey Alexa, set an alarm for me.
Oh really?
And then in the morning you're like, Alexa, stop. That's how you turn it off. You're like, stop, please.
Oh, I kind of want to do that. Like just that sounds so easy.
Yeah.
Wait, who
it's
makes
nice.
this Alexa?
Amazon.
That's what everybody has one now. Apple, I guess Siri.
Yeah, everybody does.
It's kind of like the Siri in your phone, but it's like a separate. It's like a lamp.
It's like literally just like
Thing.
a
Weird.
You just set it up. Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Just sitting on my bedside
And
table.
you can
I
like
have not
buy
heard
more
of
milk
this.
on Amazon, and it'll deliver it to your door.
It's secretly like a CIA thing though, so they can listen in homes.
Yeah.
Easier. Because that shit's always recording.
Definitely.
I was gonna say, I want to check. Damn it, Jesse. Always with the food.
Whatever. It's gonna happen. They're eating queso, by the way, for the viewers that are wondering.
Yeah.
But I'm not eating it.
Delicious.
Not for any particular reason. I'm just not that hungry.
Always the professional.
It's Stashy's Bad Boys
No,
over
no.
here.
No. Not about making it convenient for you to eat my queso.
I have to reach over the mic every time I want a chip.
Yeah. So you feel shame?
Okay, so the next one was about the Nintendo Switch, but we kind of talked about
Yeah,
that.
we jumped the gun a little bit.
But I do want to talk about one thing that bothers me. Apparently, in Zelda, the weapons you use.
They break
Yeah,
extremely quickly.
that was something I hated about Fallout 3. I know you played Fallout 3 a lot.
Yeah.
You had to repair the weapons, and it made this weird tape sound as if there's
I
fucking
don't-
tape in the
I don't
wasteland.
think you can repair weapons in this game either.
So
like,
they
I
just
think it's
go
just
away?
inevitable they go away. But you can like like most of them are dropped by enemies and stuff. So you can go and like kill enemies, and they'll fairly frequently like drop that weapon again.
But are there ever like super unique ones that you just you'll never find again?
I know that the Master Sword does not like break in that sense. Like it runs out of energy.
Oh,
So basically,
okay.
it becomes unusable after a certain time, and you have to like go find like a temple or some shit and
okay.
like, recharge it. But like I was watching a couple friends play at that LAN party a few weeks ago, and like, I mean, they went through like a dozen weapons in like the 20 minutes I was watching, and I was like, fuck. Like that would be so frustrating.
I feel like the weapons are the best part. Like
Yeah, but it's just
Bloodborne-
like you get so many that like apparently like it's crushing at first, and you get used to it quickly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get all used to like your first like spear or whatever, and then it breaks. You're like, what do I do now?
I think that they messed up like the algorithm or whatever, like with the breaking, like because some of the stuff just breaks too quickly for what it is.
Yeah.
Like I know there are these giant enemies called I think Lionels or something, where they're like lion human centaur things. Like I don't know, they're fucking huge, but you can get their spear, and their spear breaks pretty fast. And I mean, obviously, like a stick or something breaks faster, like one swing. But I don't know. I feel like they should have gone with like the more traditional like wearing down of a weapon, where it like starts at like 100 and like over time whittles down, and as it gets closer, like I
Yeah.
feel like they should have like let you repair weapons.
Does it tell you?
It does. It lets you know that it's about to break, but
Oh,
I don't
it
think
doesn't
it
even
should-
have like a health bar or anything.
I don't think so. I can't
bunk.
remember.
That is bunk.
Like I said, I haven't like played it. I've watched it played, but or watched it be played, but yeah, I like heard about that, and I was like, oh, that's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
'Cause I usually like find one weapon that I really like, and then like focus on that.
For real.
Like with Bloodborne, like
Yeah, let's
I'm
talk
using
about
my Rider
Bloodborne.
Balash because
Because y'all been into Bloodborne. I know you're a big fan of Dark Souls, Jesse.
sure.
And you were too, right, James?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Bloodborne, I know one of the big things is they have these giant weapons.
Oh yeah, they're
all,
like transform.
all those
right?
games have giant weapons.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like a more so than Dark Souls.
You can get some pretty massive weapons in Dark Souls too.
Okay.
Do weapons transform in Dark Souls? No. Yeah, so Bloodborne has these things called trick weapons, where like every weapon has like two forms basically. So there's like, for lack of a better term, like heavy weapon form, and then like normal.
Okay.
So, like one of the starting weapons is the saw cleaver.
Yeah.
So it starts off with like the saw like part folded over, and it's like almost it's just like slashing. And then when you transform it, the saw flicks out, and it becomes this giant like staff with the cleaver at the end.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
Transforming stuff is always cool.
Yeah. So I'm really into the Rider Palash right now. There's
The what?
like the Rider Palash, the like rapier that like turns into like a rifle.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I feel like I
Awesome.
heard you talk about that.
Yeah, he has the
I don't
rifle
have the
spear.
same one. I think I have like a lesser version of it. No,
Okay.
No, they're both they're
Oh,
like
oh.
unique in their own way.
On the info, I was reading mine the other day actually. The info of the rifle spear, it's like said it was a prototype of some sort. So it's definitely pretty good, but and I like the range, you know. Like
Yeah. I think that
sounds
weapon has
small.
like the best range of all the
yeah,
weapons in the
there's
game.
a lot of good range attacks. Like the running attack,
You know.
you like charge and then you like just smash down really fast and then it stuns them and stuff.
So y'all do some co-op. And it has that weird thing where you summon somebody.
Yeah.
Like, is that cool or does it suck? That whole
It's kind
system?
of it's a little of both. Like I think it's like to give people like an edge if they need it, but I think they are like more leaning towards like people doing shit on their own.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The lamest part for me about that is like if I bring James into my game, he has a very, very small health bar.
Yeah, it like cuts like your
Really?
the
Oh, it
co-op
punishes
guests.
you.
It cut like the co-op guests like their health is like cut in half. Like so
What?
when like normally in boss fights you can usually take like a couple hits,
Maybe one hit.
maybe one hit, and then like need to heal, but like you can't fuck up at all when you're a guest because like you literally die.
Would that game work if it was like 4-player co-op where you could join in and leave?
I think it'd be fine. I mean,
Yeah.
the game's hard enough where it's still challenging even with multiple people. Because I mean, it's just that easy to like make
Yeah.
one misstep and then the boss is just on you, ravaging your dead fucking corpse. It's a fun game. I don't like that the co-op is limited. Like basically at the end of the boss fight, your companion that you summoned is shot back home.
Yeah,
like
they
that's
get
it.
pulled out.
Oh,
So it's like it's very short-lived. Like here, come help me fight this one thing. Goodbye.
you can't do like a whole level or a whole.
I mean, you can summon at like the beginning of a level, but the other thing is you can only summon somebody to help you in an area you have not cleared yet.
Oh.
So like
Figure
if
that
I were,
out.
yeah, because if I were to go back to like one of the levels that I already cleared, like I couldn't summon anybody. Which I mean, honestly, the boss is already dead. You don't really need to summon people for the normal enemies. But it's kind of fun to just like have somebody there,
Yeah.
running through all of this scary ass shit with you. Yeah.
I think in Dark Souls 2, they did it better. Because, as far as I know anyway, you can leave a little mark on the ground, and it's like your mark. And then anyone who sees that can summon you, if they can use it and summon you, like wherever. Then you have like all of your health too.
Oh.
And you can pretty much just go help them with whatever they need other than bosses. Yeah. And I don't know how Dark Souls 3 does it, but I'll find out soon enough.
Probably gonna be pretty similar, or maybe like a combination of the two.
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about the next one.
My bad.
Anyways,
The death stare.
let's talk about the Xbox Game Pass and like y'all know about PlayStation Now
Yeah.
versus like PlayStation Plus, because like PlayStation Plus is the Xbox Live
Yeah.
for Sony, right?
Yeah.
But PlayStation Now is where you like Netflix, but for games, where it streams them as a game. I don't know if there's lag, because with games, lag would not work, so I don't know. But I haven't heard that it's shitty. People buy it. But like it's a service where you pay 30, 40, 50, 60 bucks, and you get like access to all the PlayStation 2 games and
Yeah,
the older ones.
I was really excited when they announced this.
Uh-huh.
I have not explored it myself.
I don't know anybody that actually pays for it, but
Yeah.
it's still going. People must be, right?
Yeah, there's gotta be. I mean, I would definitely use it to like play some older games, like the Mass Effect games. But
Yeah.
I also still have my PS3, so I can play on that.
Yeah,
There
okay.
you go.
Because Xbox started one basically
Yeah.
to compete, and a lot of people are saying it might go this way only,
Yeah.
and where there are no more discs, it's all Steam and connected to a service, and
Yeah, I will not like that. I like having physical copies
Yeah.
of all of my games. Like having like a physical library of games. Like, it's
so you
just-
can look.
Yeah,
you
you
would
can,
like
like,
my
look at
brother.
it.
My brother has like
yeah.
like a whole room full of like all
Yeah,
these
I have,
old games,
like bookshelves
Yeah.
on both sides of my TV, and like it's just filled with like games and like books and stuff related to games. And yeah, I just like having physical copies though, because then you can like loan them out to like friends that want to try it.
Yeah, that's the
can't
thing.
do
You
that
can't
with
do that
physical.
anymore.
Or with digital, you
Like
can.
with Steam.
Yeah. I mean, I guess you could give them your login information, but then you can't both be logged in at the same time.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
don't know.
How do you feel about physical copies?
Yeah, I definitely agree. It is convenient if I'm at home late at night and like I decide I want to play Dark Souls 3, I can just start installing it without having to go to a store.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome. But yeah, being able to share games is like, I don't know. There's a nostalgic feeling to that.
Yeah,
Is
it goes
that
back
what
to,
it
like,
is?
elementary school, like
Yeah.
sharing like games with your next door neighbor and stuff.
Like, oh, you want to play GoldenEye this weekend? Here you
Oh,
go.
dude, GoldenEye. Or even Halo
I had
after
the most
that.
crushing experience after my freshman year because I came home from freshman year of college ready to play some fucking N64.
Uh-huh.
I went into my room, pulled out my GoldenEye copy because I had it there on my little bookshelf in my room, went into the living room to go play. My system was gone.
No.
You told me
My
that.
parents had given away my system,
Oh.
my N64, but I still had the fucking games.
Such a
Oh,
classic.
no.
It was so much worse. So I just
Dang.
yeah. So I
It's
had
devastating.
yeah. I
I'm
had-
sorry, man. I'm sorry for your loss.
All right, you guys, I can't move it, so there's gonna be some music. Let's just ride through it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm doing the
Play that music.
podcast,
Oh,
and I just passed gas,
oh,
and I'm flabbergasted,
Oh.
getting blasted. Yo, let's play some Smash, bitch.
oh.
Get
Yeah.
some chips.
Freestyles, courtesy of Jesse Pennington.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Now, I don't know how that works with the timeline, but it looks like it's still recording. Yeah, I guess it's still working. We're just gonna ride through it. We usually take a break here, but we're winging it today. We're free balling it,
The freestyle, that was fun.
right? We might have to add that in the future.
It's like, oh, impromptu freestyle session.
Quick, now!
This is where I leave.
Not a terrible idea.
Okay. Now another thing we need to talk about is something big. It's YouTube, because that's where this podcast is. 90% of our audience is listening to it on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube is. It might be falling apart. I don't know if y'all know.
I've got like too much on there.
Well, I want to know what, cause I'm like a YouTuber, quote. So I'm like always paying attention to this, but I want to know what like people who just watch YouTube. Except Jesse did start a gaming channel.
You did.
Yeah.
Jesse Ponington.
Yes, I feel like I at least rubbed off on you, and gave you the bug.
Yeah, it looked really fun what you were doing, you know?
Cool.
That's why I started it mainly.
Well, this will be relevant. Like basically, it's called the Adpocalypse, and it all started when a couple of news publications like the Wall Street Journal and one other one, they wrote all this stuff about PewDiePie being a Nazi. Y'all know who PewDiePie is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I still think he should delete his account.
oh yeah. Well, anyways, like they accused him of this thing, and he apologized and blah blah blah. But basically, it opened up the floodgates. And all these major like Johnson and Johnson and Sprint and like giant companies noticed that like because there's like trillions of videos on YouTube. They say something like 4 hours of video every second is uploaded or something to YouTube. Like that's how big it is. And so there's no way they can run it with people. They have to use like algorithms and stuff. And so basically the article pointed out that there's because there's also like ISIS videos and like just straight up racist videos and stuff. And some because people run ads on YouTube, you can make money. This started in 2012. And basically like all these companies pulled their ads. And so YouTube freaked out because YouTube needs that money to stay alive.
Yeah.
And so they started implementing all this censorship and these weird rules like, if you break our rules, we'll demonetize your videos, and it's like the rules of of what to follow are extremely vague, so that they have basically the control to just say, oh well, it broke the rules, and it's like slowly turning into television, and it's getting harder and harder for upcoming channels like us to like even make any money now. And so, like, do y'all watch YouTube with ads? Do you have ad block?
I have ad block, but I don't really watch much YouTube, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, but do you?
I'm like the very opposite of you guys.
Oh, so what do you watch? Like Netflix or
I watch Netflix.
do you have TV?
No, I have a TV.
But you don't watch it?
I don't have
Okay.
cable.
Oh, I don't have TV. I don't have cable either.
Yeah, no, I just Netflix, Hulu, Crunchyroll.
Well, not that
HBO
much
Go.
YouTube.
No, I mean like I'll watch
okay.
YouTube for like trailers and stuff, but I don't really watch a lot of like I guess like
Okay.
people made things. I don't know.
And what about you? Like, what percentage is your YouTube versus everything else?
Percentage, like 20 to 30 maybe.
And
Like
what's the rest of it? Cable?
No, Netflix.
Netflix? Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So nobody watches cable. We've
No,
established
I don't
this.
have cable, dude.
I don't either. I haven't had cable for like years.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't have it for a long time. Basically since Netflix became a thing.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Well, that's interesting because like YouTube, there's all this controversy, and PewDiePie, one of the biggest ones there, he's getting fucked over by the ads too, and he's saying like, I'm making like 40% of what I used to make.
Damn.
And a lot of bigger ones are going over to Twitch. Do y'all watch Twitch at all?
Same thing.
Yeah? Because Twitch is like YouTube except it's all live.
Yeah.
And like there's people
I
that
have,
can...
I have watched Twitch.
Yeah?
I have like a lot of friends that stream for Twitch actually. But
I checked it out to watch some Dota.
Yeah?
But it's not really a thing that I like. I'm off work. I can't wait to go home and watch some Twitch. Like I'd rather just play video games and watch
Yeah.
people do them. You know.
yeah.
Because we're looking to expand into Twitch, and Facebook does video. Do y'all watch any videos on Facebook besides the ones on the timeline?
I barely Facebook.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just scroll my timeline, watch funny stuff.
Okay. Interesting.
I feel like I'm on Facebook too much, but there's a lot of funny stuff on there.
Yeah.
I like being entertained.
Well, now that we're on the social media question, what is it? Is it Facebook and Snapchat? And you said you don't do Facebook?
I don't do social media.
That's
How do you
that's
do
the
that?
right way to live.
I agree, but
I
how?
have respect for
To
you.
teach us your ways. How do you avoid
I just
it?
never did it. Like never got it started.
Oh,
I have
okay.
a Facebook and I have it on my phone. The only time I open it is when I have a notification, and usually I'll wait till I have like 10, and then I'll look and see if it's anything important in the slightest, and then if not, I just close it. And
And
then
what
I'm done.
what really can be that important on Facebook? That
Like, I don't know, like a message from like somebody I thought was dead. I don't know.
yeah, I guess
Yeah.
so.
Like I don't know, or like somebody's birthday. Like that's super important because I'm
I do like that
terrible
stuff
at
on
remembering
Facebook.
fucking birthdays.
That is a nice feature.
Like even some of my best friends, like I'm like, shit, is their birthday this week? Facebook, tell me. No, I don't do anything. I never made an Instagram. I tried Snapchat.
So you never got hooked on it.
Tried Snapchat for a week and was like, I don't get it. So I deleted it. I don't know.
What about you?
Yeah, I never had like
Basically off the grid.
yeah. Pretty
I'm
much
off the grid, man.
Facebook and Snapchat. That's what I use.
Yeah? Okay.
And I try to start using Snapchat more because I know a lot of ladies use Snapchat, and so as a single guy, it's not a bad tool to use, right? I know you're with me there.
Snapchat's good for like sending nudes because it deletes it. That's the big thing with Snapchat. Well,
And
it quote unquote deletes it.
There are like ghost apps that like you can open it in the ghost app though and it doesn't delete.
Yeah, like there's ways that, but
There's ways around it.
The original idea is that it deletes. That's
That's
actually
what-
why I don't like Snapchat.
Yeah.
I want it to archive everything so I can go back and remember.
Yeah, I like
what it
looking at
was.
my pictures.
Looking
Yeah.
at those nudes.
Yeah, of course, my nudes
Yeah.
with a Z.
Lana Rhodes.
Who?
It's like, it's like, yeah, that girl's sending nudes on Snapchat, but will she send them on text? Because that's how you know she cares.
There you go.
She doesn't mind letting you keep them.
Or you just keep your face out of it. Isn't that what everyone does?
Yeah, I guess so.
Unless you have like identifying tattoos, that's kind of a deal breaker. Like if you're trying to run for office.
I have a unicorn frappuccino in my you know.
Nice.
Wow. Anyways, well, that was the other topic, is that YouTube is dying. So, as viewers, y'all don't really notice, huh? Because there's like people that since 2012 started making a living and quit their old jobs.
Doing it. I
and
know.
built a
about
whole
that,
life.
yeah.
And so like there's like a shitload of people that are like, what the fuck are we gonna do? It's, I'm
Get a
like,
real
YouTube-
job, you bum.
I don't know, because YouTube is
Damn hippies.
YouTube is universal at this point on the internet. Like, it's harder to put videos on somewhere besides YouTube.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, like, can YouTube even go away? If
Like, what will fill that vacuum?
is there
Like,
anything that
isn't
can
anything. Yeah.
challenge it? I don't know, maybe, but not yet. Like,
No, I don't think.
there's other ones like Vimeo that try.
There's nothing that's on the same scale as YouTube, just because YouTube's like was kind of the first of its kind and has just
Yeah.
been astronomically huge since then.
But with these ad changes, it's turning
Yeah.
into TV, and so the whole reason YouTube was cool is because you could do anything.
Yeah.
You know, and so then now there's gonna be all these rules where
What do you
and
think
you
about-
won't be able to see random YouTube stuff where
What
like
do you think
this
about
like
YouTube Red?
Oh yeah, Red is like, it's like you pay $10 a month and there's no
Yeah.
ads, like legit no ads.
Yeah.
And it also makes it where if you, because right now if you play music with YouTube on your phone but you like close it or whatever, it'll turn off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you pay for Red, it'll stay on like Spotify or something.
Oh, so I didn't know you had to pay for that.
Yeah.
Well, they also have original series. They're trying to compete with Netflix. Would y'all ever pay for that?
No, we were talking about it at work. That's
Yeah.
one of the things. That's just a terrible
no?
name.
Yeah.
Because I think it's kind of cool.
It
like,
is definitely cool.
I wish I could join it, but you have to be asked to join. You can't just join.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because it's like big money, like PewDiePie. Well, before that whole Nazi controversy, he had a show on there.
Oh, I see. I thought you meant like to get a subscription, you have to be invited.
Well, no, to like be a creator who's
Okay,
part of it.
okay.
Because
That
that's
makes
the
more
part. It's like no ads, but it's also like you get to watch these original shows that we can't
It's
watch
like
because we
unique
don't pay.
things. Yeah.
And there's a lot of them now.
Yeah. Personally, I wouldn't, but I also don't really YouTube. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know my brother has it. He's always on YouTube.
Yeah, that's how I sit and watch all day. YouTube, Netflix. That's
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I wouldn't say never, but right now I wouldn't because I don't have money for stuff like that.
Yeah.
But who knows, you know?
Monthly fees are like there's ad studies about it. Like people hate monthly fees for anything.
Yeah.
It's really hard to get people to pay monthly.
Doesn't bother me as much,
Yeah.
Yeah.
especially when it's like small amounts. Almost where you
They
can like
stack
forget
up,
about
though.
it. Yeah, I know. When you have like
It's,
seven
yeah. It's,
different
for me, it's
subscriptions.
stacks.
Yeah.
But we pay for Netflix, right? That's good enough to get our
Yeah.
cash.
Well, it's a pretty big option of what you can watch on Netflix.
But is it, or is it just enough to make you say, "Oh, I'll just keep paying"?
I think it's just enough, honestly, because every once in a while I'll go on there and look through like all the news shows and everything and be like, shit, I feel
It
like
all
I've
sucks.
watched everything I want to watch.
There's a running joke about that. You spend more time looking for a movie than watching one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely see that. But then they come out with, I mean, like, most recently, all of the new Marvel shows.
Yeah,
like
they
Iron
have a
Fist
few
and-
things that are worth.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Marvel shows alone, I would pay the monthly subscription for.
Yeah.
Didn't you say you do HBO?
My parents have it, so I am a leech off of their account.
What
Yeah.
do you pay for HBO?
Same story.
I feel like if you leech, that counts as you're a consumer of that product. Because I leech off my parents' Netflix,
Yeah.
and they know it. They let you get up to 2 or 3, then you pay more for 4.
Yeah, I think you can have up to 3, and then after that, you have to pay for more. But with
Right.
HBO, like my parents are one of the weird people still in America that have cable,
Yeah.
and it's just like part of their DirecTV package.
Same here.
So
You have HBO Go?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's. I mean, I gotta watch Westworld. And
So
Game of
HBO Go
Thrones, man.
comes with it.
Yeah, so if you have HBO through one of the like normal service providers, basically you log in with your information.
Oh, okay.
and you
But it
have-
is a standalone. That I
Yeah.
feel like that was the greatest move they could have made.
Yeah,
Like how many other companies have their own standalone service besides HBO and Netflix?
I think a lot.
And obviously like Crunchyroll and Hulu.
Yeah,
But are there any specific like does Cinemax
Networks.
have one?
yeah. Stars. I think
Stars has one?
I think. I
Interesting.
think they do, but they're like no one gives a shit about them.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No,
Well,
like
Who's gonna
HBO.
seek it out just to watch
Because
Stars
HBO
programming?
has like original content. I mean, they like with Game of Thrones alone, people would pay for that shit.
Yeah.
because
Yeah, you
it
get
has
one
it has
show.
all of the old seasons on there
They,
too. which
they
is
probably
awesome.
realized that when Game of Thrones especially got so big.
Yeah.
That was like their show that gave them a lot of like weight, you
yeah,
know?
like clout in the business.
Yeah. So they're probably like, man, we got to make it easier for people to watch this and become consumers. You know?
Mhm.
And like their HBO, they've got people who are know how to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking about it, but do you get movies as well?
Yeah,
Is it
like
just
all
like
new
Netflix?
movies.
You
I
put
just
it on the
watched.
list?
I just watched. What is it? Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates or whatever.
Okay.
Maybe it's pretty fucking funny. But
But
yeah, I just
does it have new ones that I can't get on Netflix though?
yeah,
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah.
movie. Right
Oh, that's a
there.
new one?
That movie just came out. Yeah.
Honestly, I'm out of touch on stuff that's
Yeah.
not on Netflix. Right?
Yeah. I had watched Deadpool when it was
Oh, okay.
pretty new, when it was on
Love
HBO.
that movie.
Yeah, it's funny. One thing that I think is cool, going back to YouTube, one thing that I like to watch is like content creators are good at making lore videos for anything.
video games, yeah.
Like I watched one that was like Lord of the Rings explained in 5 minutes or whatever, and they like talk about like the deep backstory and like a really cool like infographic kind of way, like talking about like the gods and angels and elves or whatever. It was pretty cool. So I like watching stuff like that.
I watched like fan-made ones for Kingdom Hearts because that is the most complicated fucking video game franchise. Like it's just so good. I don't know what's going on anymore, but I watched like an hour-long video of like some guy explaining it all. I was more confused at the end of it.
See, like if this ads change everything, where are we gonna find those videos?
I don't know, man.
Right?
They'll find a way.
LimeWire.
Oh, dude, I was thinking like
Kazaa.
or Morpheus, right?
Oh man. Napster.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're like under 20 or something, you probably don't remember that
Say
stuff.
under like 16, man.
Under 16?
No, I mean yeah, under 20, going up. Yeah.
Because, like, that's how it used to be. I remember, like, when Napster got shut down, you could still find stuff, but you had to spell it differently.
Yeah, now with, like, torrents, all of that's just obsolete.
Do you still torrent?
I do, yeah.
Do you?
Mm-mm.
Because I quit. I got caught one time. They cut off my internet. Like,
Oh.
you can threaten me with a fine, I'll keep stealing. But if you turn off my internet and make me have to call the cable company, I'll do anything you ask. I don't download stuff anymore.
Dude, I've been caught a couple times. When I was at LSU, I had to do, like, community service and stuff.
What?
Because,
see, fuck that.
well, I mean, because it was, like, the LSU university, and I was downloading.
Oh, yeah.
I downloaded the game Spore.
Oh,
Remember that game?
I have that game.
And EA is a bitch about their like copyright stuff. So like they like notified like the school, and I had to go like see the dean and all of this stuff.
Damn.
And I was like, oh my god!
Dude.
And they were like, if you do this again, like this, like the first time was just kind of like a warning, like don't do it. And they were like, if you do this again, you'll have to do like community service and all this stuff, and like you'll have to like go to like school trial, like kind of thing. And I was like, oh shit,
Damn.
that's serious.
Yeah.
And like literally the next day, because I had already downloaded like numerous things, the next day like I got another email from the school like, hey, you did it again. And I was like, no, it was the same time. Like,
But you know
I
how
downloaded
torrents
more
work?
games. I haven't done it since.
See, that's why I've never messed with
terrifying.
torrenting, because I don't want to get in trouble, you know?
Yeah, most of the time
Well,
like they'll
Can't
just
tarnish my good name.
Well, have
Most
you
of the
heard
time they
about the
just send a
Pirate
letter.
Bay?
Pirate Bay
Have
was shut down.
You've at least heard of it, right?
Yeah, it's
It was
been
a
shut
big
down,
torrent, and
and-
once that got shut down, a lot of stuff, it got way harder.
It's still around.
Well, it's still around, and there's
Pirate
always a new one.
Proxy
But
and
I mean,
like all
like,
this
the
other-
torrenting community in general, it got a bit
Smaller.
less safe.
Yeah.
And the more savvy people are still doing it. And people like me just ended up saying, well, I'll just settle for whatever's on Netflix and YouTube. And
That's what I do for most things. I don't torrent nearly as much as I
it's,
used
you,
to.
you don't really have to anymore.
Yeah.
Because you can find stuff.
Because I used to torrent like TV shows, and now they're all popping up. Whatever's not on Netflix is on Hulu or
Yep.
on HBO Go. So I'm pretty well set. Finding
pretty
obscure
interesting.
shows
Yeah.
like
That's what you torrent. It's just
Like
old stuff.
Gundam Wing, man. I
Dude.
torrented that. I still have that on my computer.
Which one? There's like a million.
No, Gundam Wing.
Like the original?
No, like Wing. One with like Wing Zero and Epion and.
You just, I don't.
No, like Gundam is like the overarching
You
like
fucking casual.
franchise. Yeah, you don't know shit. What are you doing?
Oh, so Gundam refers to all the different
All the
ones.
different ones, and then Gundam Wing is like one of the series
Oh,
within that.
okay.
So Gundam Wing was the one that came out when we were like, I don't know, like 12.
I mean, I
13.
definitely remember stuff on Toonami or whatever.
Yeah,
That's where I
the one that
first
was on
stopped.
Toonami would have been Gundam Wing. That's like
Okay.
the guy with like the angel wings. That
I
one.
guess. It's all blended together, a bunch of mech anime.
Yeah.
You upset me greatly, sir.
Oh, so you're like a huge fan of Gundam?
I love Gundam.
I don't know, I'm just, it's like zombies. I'm just tired of mech anime.
I don't know. They're pretty fucking cool.
You
I
ever
like
seen-
because it's a good blend of like politics and shit. Like it's
Yeah,
actually
it was
they make it
super-
pretty.
yeah.
There was.
Did you ever watch
well
Full Metal
written.
Panic?
Yes.
That's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It's a good mech anime.
There was some mech anime I was trying to remember, but I can't remember the name of it.
Evangelion.
But there were no.
Yeah, that's the
that
big one.
It was like they were like tigers. It was all land based shit for the
Oh.
most part.
Zoids.
Zoids, was that it?
Zoids? Like Liger Zero?
Yes.
Yes, those Zoids. I think.
Liger
Dude.
Zero.
Fucking
That
that
rings
show
a
is
bell.
so great.
Yeah, and like the animals would like
Yeah.
line
Zoids.
out their tails
That's another show
and
that
like,
I like.
fire a sniper rifle out of their tail and like
another
they would
show
like
I-
Yeah,
they would
I
like
remember
post
that.
up and hide and like
Like that.
Yes, dude.
Fucking
Dude.
Liger Zero. Yeah, that's another show that I torrented because
The
I
show
couldn't
is
find
called
it
Zoids,
anywhere.
huh?
Yeah, Zoids, man.
damn.
Zoids.
It's so good.
That's
There
dope.
were like multiple though, and that was the only good one
Okay.
because Liger Zero was cool and it could be
Feeling
customized.
some static. I'm hearing some static in my.
Yeah, me too. I don't know what it's from.
You guys are too loud.
Oh,
Well, anyways.
thanks for the Zoids hint.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I kind of want
that
to watch
show.
that.
That show's so
It
good.
was a good one.
We should torrent it.
Yeah. Get all kinds of viruses on your computer now.
So what about Crunchyroll? Because that's the biggest anime one that I
Yeah,
know
it's all like
of.
the new animes.
Do you pay?
Yeah, it's you don't have to. I think
It's like you
can do
pay
it.
for no ads or something,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. And it's like $6 a month, I think.
Oh, that's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Is there
For
a
all
good
the-
selection?
Yeah, I mean it's got all the new.
Does it have
animes coming
Gundam?
out. It has the
And that's
newest
not
one.
illegal, right?
It has Iron Blooded
Yeah, it's
Orphans.
like a mainstream one.
It's like Crunchy or it's like Netflix for anime.
Does it have?
But you don't
good-
have to pay for it if there's commercials.
Yeah, I think.
Oh, dang, I'm watching
Do you
some
know
Cowboy
if it
Bebop.
has?
I don't.
Yeah, does it have the
I think-
classics like Cowboy Bebop or?
Cowboy Bebop's on Netflix?
No.
No, it's on Hulu.
It was for a while.
Is it on Hulu?
I think it is.
I don't know.
Hulu actually has a pretty decent anime
They have
selection.
some pretty awesome.
It's better than Netflix's anime.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Netflix, most of their anime is not that good.
They have
Most of their
some
anime is
weird
the
stuff.
older stuff.
But then they'll have like,
Hulu has
whoops,
new.
Samurai Champloo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, why do they have that and not Cowboy Bebop?
Well, they cycle their stock.
I saw Cowboy Bebop on something recently, and I can't remember.
I feel like it was on Netflix for a while.
Do y'all have a favorite anime? So while we're on Cowboy Bebop, that's mine.
Is it?
Yeah, my second one would be
Bloodborne
Yu Yu.
characters, Spike Siege.
Yeah, hell yeah! I stumbled upon that on. I accidentally made his hair green and poofy, and like he already was thin because I was going for me, and I was like, it looks like Spike, and I was like, fuck it, I'm making Spike.
Nice.
What's
yours?
Anime.
My second one would be
Such a hard
Yu Yu
question.
Hakusho.
Okay.
You guys have both seen that?
Yeah, for sure.
I know of it. I never watched it though.
Dude, you should, if you ever get the chance, like, just watch it from the start.
Okay.
You know,
Yeah, I love that show.
I love that show so much.
I'm trying to stick with like more recent animes because like all the old ones are great, honestly.
No, I mean, it's whatever's your favorite.
Why?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have so many favorites. Right now,
Would it be Sword Art
Top,
Online?
top three.
no, I mean I love Sword Art, but it's definitely not my favorite. Like that's just like so. I don't know, mainstream.
It can still be a
It's
favorite.
too
I don't know.
mainstream.
No, it's just I don't know. I would say
Wait, don't cover up your mouth. We can't hear you.
my favorite right now is probably talking about mainstream One Punch Man.
Yes!
That show's fucking great.
That's my favorite
I
show.
just started the first episode
It's so
last night,
funny.
actually, so I'm excited.
It's so
Dude,
fucking.
it's like a
that's
it's
cool.
great. It's like a it's created by the same animation studio that did Fooly Cooley.
Oh, cool.
And like you could tell when you listen to the music, and it's just such a good show. And it's
Really
kind of
cool.
like
That was
a,
a trippy show.
it's like sort of a parody of Dragon Ball Z. Sort of. I think
Yeah.
that's why he's bald.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's such a. I rewatched it recently. It's such a good show.
that's cool.
There's a part where he talks about like he trains and like went bald because he became so powerful instead of the reverse where
Their hair gets
like
all
Goku
insane.
and them like as they get more powerful their hair
Yeah.
gets longer and longer.
And the fighting is cool. That's a
Fighting's
great
awesome.
show.
And it's just like it's just funny.
And they're making a season 2.
I don't know.
Yeah, see, I got the feeling that it poked fun at itself, which is
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah. Another good one is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
Okay.
It's like a kind of similar to like Sword Art where it's like they like have stats and stuff, like they level up as
That's
they go
the
through
name
dungeon.
of the show.
Yeah, is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon? It's weird.
Okay.
But like the main character like had like a grandpa that was like, you need to go pick up girls in a dungeon. Like, I don't know.
There's this great one.
Crunchyroll.
It's called The Devil is a Part-Timer or something
Yes,
like that.
Devil's a part-timer.
That's like a
Another good
great
one.
show. It's like the devil comes to Earth to take over.
He works at like McDonald's.
Yeah, he like screws up and gets the wrong body, and he's like human, and so he has to wait till the human body dies before he can do anything.
Yeah, because there's no magic in.
Yeah, so he's
our
like,
world
well, I'm
or
gonna get a job and take over the world that way, and he works at McDonald's.
Yeah, he's like flipping burgers. He becomes a manager or
Golden
something.
Boy.
Yeah,
Did you see that?
dude.
No.
You never see Golden Boy?
I was just about to say, I feel like you've heard
Oh.
of every anime, but
That's a
apparently
classic. It's like
Golden
from
Boy.
the early
see.
90s.
There's only like 6 episodes, but it's so fucking funny.
He's like this guy that
Funniest
like,
anime I've ever seen in my life.
yeah, and he travels. He does like odd jobs and
Yeah, he's
learns
just
life lessons. That's about it. But it's so funny.
yeah.
No, man. I've never
He's a fucking perv.
Yeah.
It's great.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh, I've seen the
Good for
cover.
like a more serious anime with some
Oh, there we
badass
go.
action. It's pretty dark.
Like if you heard it and I heard it, then it must have been some kind of major chord.
So Tokyo Ghoul is good.
What is
Yeah.
what is that about?
It's about, I mean, like this, in this world, like basically there are these creatures called ghouls that like look like humans, but they eat humans,
Oh shit.
and then they're like humans, and like it's like well known, like it's not a secret that these ghouls exist.
Dang.
They're like kind of controlled by the government and by like different like districts and stuff, but the main character ends up like almost dying in an interaction with a ghoul, and they implant ghoul body parts into him so he survives.
Dang.
So he becomes like this hybrid. And it's some
Oh,
badass
cool.
action in it though.
Really? Okay.
Really cool shit.
Did y'all ever see the show Gantz?
Dude,
Yes.
yes.
That shit was weird. And they
That's a good
added
show.
some like Gantz movie or
Oh,
new
it's
show
great.
on
It's
Netflix.
an all CG Gantz movie.
So is it
basically.
good?
It's fucking dope. I really love this all CG movies.
Yeah.
Like Final Fantasy, anything that's all CG, it's so cool.
Yeah.
You should watch it if you liked Gantz.
Yeah, I'll check
It's
it out.
like it's gory and everything.
Yeah, the first one was really gory.
Do you like Gantz?
I vaguely remember it. I don't know if I ever
Okay.
watched
It
it.
was weird.
Like watched all
It's
of
like
it.
they have the suits.
Yeah.
Like some characters would randomly like start having sex.
I remember that
I
part.
don't
Yes.
remember that.
Daisy showed me that show, and when I saw that part, I was like, oh, well, my girlfriend's cool.
My interest is piqued. Well, we might be at time. I don't know where. Oh, here's my phone.
You're at an hour. A little over an
Yeah. Wow. We actually hit an hour. Nice.
Sweet.
Well, let me pull up my little sheet here.
Stay on anime. We could talk for another hour.
I know, right?
Talk
Well, maybe
forever.
we'll just save it for the next episode. Perhaps.
What's your favorite episode of Inuyasha?
Well, episode 9 now. Alright, well, I guess we'll wrap it up. I'll do a little summary after the little music interlude. But this has been episode 5. I had a good time,
I did too.
right?
Yeah.
Right? So, anybody got anything to promote? Jesse?
Yeah, so first of all, Frostfoot, we're almost done with that. I'm about to send the
Just
final episode, the final chapter to James McIntosh here, who's also the editor.
Yeah.
We will then upload it to James Sellers' website.
Temporary
Jim
space
Lettuce.
.net. Check it out.
TS,
No, yeah, I'm Jim Lettuce.
TSN.
Who's Jim?
Jim Lettuce, my bad. You can just bleep that out.
Alright, we'll end it.
Nobody knows his name.
So yeah, I'm pretty stoked about actually having that done.
Yeah.
Even if
Fuck yeah.
maybe nothing will come of it, but like having written the whole thing and it being done, like combed over,
Yeah.
pretty exciting. You know, there's a tingle in my scrot.
Nice. That's how you know it's real.
And then also, you know, you want to go to Jesse Ponington. That's my gaming channel. There's like 2 subscribers right now. James is one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Jim is one of them.
I'll go subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're not the other subscriber?
No.
But I play Bloodborne, Dark Souls, and Rocket League. Those are my PlayStation games right now.
Okay.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Dope.
That's it.
Who's the other
Yeah, just-
subscriber?
Temporary space .net.
My other YouTube account.
Awesome.
I was hoping you wouldn't ask that.
We could just Ignore it.
Just bleep that part out,
cut.
dude.
That's a cut there.
I'm just kidding. It's all good.
Yeah, check it
It's
out.
neat though.
Nothing's gonna come of that streaming thing.
It's still fun.
Yeah.
I got to go watch you
it's
get your
fun.
ass kicked by a boss.
It's mainly for my friends. Yeah.
Isn't
That-
it kind of fun just to do it even if nobody watches it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it shows up on my PlayStation feed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I figure-
PlayStation viewers can watch it too.
Yeah,
friends
so
can check it
I pulled
out.
it up and was like, Jesse Ponington is fighting Rom the vacuous spider, and I was like, oh shit, he's gonna die.
Apparently, I was way under level. So yeah, I got my.
It's
ass
not even
handed
just
to me.
level. It's just that's like you're a little ahead of yourself.
What? Oh, okay.
Damn.
Doubting my skills.
No, man, it's just
Just because I don't own the guide to the game, okay?
man, I barely use it.
Wait, you own the guide?
It came with my game, man.
Strategy guides are for pussies.
But did
Oh, I
it just
know.
magically come with it, or did you pay for it?
No, I came with it.
Yeah, because otherwise,
They
like,
didn't have my pre-order, so they like gave it to me to compensate me for.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, GameStop fucks up all the time.
dude,
That's
fuck
cool.
GameStop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
GameStop.
GameStop's probably gonna die.
Yeah, I hope so. Because they, like, literally the last 4 pre-orders, they've given my copy away to somebody else.
Dude, it's just like that plane company that they
eBay.
overbooked the flight. It's like, nope,
Same
you paid
thing.
for
United
it,
Airlines.
you're not getting it.
No, it's they
It said GameStop doesn't beat you yet,
that we
Well,
know of, man.
right?
I went and got my PlayStation there, and I thought it was like GameStop was like pulling a Blockbuster like on the way out, you know, but like it was fucking busy in there. Like
Oh, okay.
there were a
They're
lot
always
of people
busy.
coming in. And out.
Video games aren't dying anytime soon. I think GameStop will be around because it's like the only thing short of like BS like fake GameStop companies where you can trade in old games and get new ones.
Yeah.
It'll be around. Otherwise, people have to use like eBay and shit for
Yeah,
their own
Movie
games.
trading company and
Best
get
Buy,
a used
Amazon.
copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll end up talking for another hour. So this has
back to
been
video
episode
games.
4
Episode 5.
or episode 5. Check out Frostfoot. Chapter 4 is out now. 5 coming soon.
And
5 and 6
And
coming soon.
6.
They're both 6. I'm halfway through editing,
Okay.
but it'll be done soon, like
Cool.
a day or 2.
All right. Well, that's all, folks. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye.
Bye.